We are heading to Hilo on the Big Island. All around us it looks like the moon. It's this crazy lava landscape. I forgot how big the Big Island really is. It's the largest of the main Hawaiian islands, and to drive around the whole thing takes about 7 hours. And just to get from Kona to Hilo, which is what we are doing right now, is taking us about 2.5 hours, going pretty fast. And we are going to be checking out a art festival, but not just any art festival, it's a trash art festival. What that means, we're gonna go find out. As soon as we enter into Hilo, it's gonna be green and lush and very different vegetation.
Aloha.
Aloha.
Yeah, they make something like this. They have no training. It's totally goofy, strange.
Yeah, it's cool.
It's made out of hundreds of cigarette butts.
Which is found everywhere on these beaches,
exactly. Right? And I think it has a wonderful texture, and it's totally interesting, and it says it all. I'm taking discarded objects that have been thrown away, discarded, and I put them in a form like an altar or something, or like a religious piece. And so all of a sudden they have meaning and they're special again. It's a honu, a turtle, a Hawaiian turtle. They're endangered, and just the metaphor of look what's happened. And maybe they won't exist any longer. They'll just exist in the form of bottle caps. These are crocheted plastic bags. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Again, who would have thought that this would make that symbol? Right, what does that symbol mean? And then all of a sudden, wait, what is it made out of?
How do you do this? This obviously looks like soda cans.
It is, and this came out of just spiraling the bottom of the Coca-Cola can, and I was playing with it on the counter and then just trying to figure out how to connect it without adding another element. That through everyday life, we get caught up in things, and one of our biggest challenges here is making sure we cut these up so our marine life doesn't get caught up in them.
So what are we looking at over here?
These are my recycled bugs. They're centered around recycled glasses. I just found objects and assemble them around a pair of sunglasses. It's a copper-colored ginger hopper, and this was a crab from a king crab claw.
Looks like he's mad or something.
These are acupuncturer's needles. I always put a pair of those in it because I get acupuncture all the time. This was wasted sign material, and I glued a crab claw to it once again. And bobby pins and another pair of sunglasses.
It's really creative.
This is my first exhibit, and there was a pile of trash that maybe had been there for decades, and there were cans and bottles, and in that, all that junk was this face, this hand, and these feet.
Wow.
And from my study of Asian art, it looked to me like a Kuan Yin or some kind of goddess of compassion.
What would you like this piece to translate to an audience looking at this?
Everything has possibilities. Most people don't think a bedpan has much
Exactly.
possibility.
Who knew that it could be an instrument to be played?
Yeah, I saw that and I thought of the Blues Brothers. So.
Six-pack abs, I love this.
Yes, and I've even got six-pack abs.
That's so silly.
They have a saying, a pigeon saying here, it's if can, if no can, no can. So I took a play on that for a Lumacan man. He actually has Jack Nicholson's eyes from AARP magazine in there, but when I put the glue, they disappeared. Well, we first started recycling the cans, they had a paper label and we weren't allowed to crush them. You know, and I said I wanted to make something with cans, so I came up with a Lumacan man, and then the saying is in the front, who's got a crush on a Lumacan man? And it just went from there.
Everybody should be saving and recycling and making the best use of what they can.
Taking cloth bags to the stores, taking plastic bags that you've used already and reusing them. So just at that level, that easy way to use less stuff.
What I like about the Big Island is that it hasn't been overdeveloped. The sky is blue, the ocean is blue, and the people here see the value in trying to preserve that quality of life.
We're an island in the middle of the ocean, and we have a big, serious problem with trash, and we need to find something to do with it. I mean, we can't turn it all into art,
Right.
but we can try to reuse as much as possible.
So things that we usually say is waste, we call it, resources, or we call things now resource recovery. And the Native Hawaiian people lived with sustainability before it was an in thing to call it, that was their way of life.
The flotsam and jetsam that you see that created this show really is our future.
If you take just a moment to look around, there's probably something right there. And it's just a matter of looking at it in a different way or picking it up and manipulating it and see what happens with it. Taking that time to look at what, sustains us.
Wait, this is stuff that's, that all of a sudden it's made precious and all of a sudden what is it? It's really nothing. It's non-precious. So I think that's the point of this show.
To see the art community in Hilo create beauty out of the ordinary and out of trash, so it's really cool.